It is almost always an uphill fight, operating a Connecticut ski area. Of course, this year, COVID-19 is posing extra obstacles. Still, they're going for the positive spin at Ski Sundown in New Hartford.
It's happening. Yep, we are in it.
Manager Ben Switzgable says even at the mandated 50% capacity, weekdays and nights are slightly up over last season, though weekends are down.
Making snow when we can, trying to get as much terrain covered, just like I said, keep people spaced and give them a lot of terrain to enjoy. So we're asking customers to wear their masks at all times, whether they're inside, outside, on the lift, skiing, unless they're seated with some food.
For the thousands of Connecticut skiers who aim higher, traveling to Vermont resorts like Okemo and Mount Snow, the rules have been rewritten this year.
There are interstate travel regulations, which it's necessary to be in compliance with those in order to come to Vermont from out of state.
Adam White is the communications director from Ski Vermont. The state requires masks and social distancing. Plus,
they require a mandatory self-quarantine period. It can be either 2 weeks of self-quarantine or 1 week of self-quarantine followed by a negative COVID test result. But there is a necessary step of attestation to say that you have complied with those regulations.
So you can still make the turns, but there are more rules and regulations.
All these different safety protocols are spelled out on our website, skivermont.com. What we are stressing, though, is know before you go.
And the feeling is, especially now, heading down the slopes can only help to raise spirits.
Once you drop in and start carving down, it's the same, man, and you'll love it.
So from Connecticut to Colorado, from Massachusetts to Maine, from Vermont to Utah, if you're looking for ski conditions, we have them at fox61.com or on our Fox 61 News app. Here at Ski Sundown in New Hartford, Jim Altman, Fox 61 News.